Yeah.
You spoke a bit about the risks. What other barriers to adoption are there, and how do you think knowledge managers can help overcome them?
Well, this is one way in which I think uh, new technologies within law have always faced these sorts of challenges, and in some ways, the AI technology is not really that different,
Mhm.
because I think fundamentally the biggest barrier is willingness to change, and there are external pressures there, which is the billing model that still most firms have for most legal tasks. So they still generally bill by the hour. So why would if I could do a task today in 10 minutes that would have taken me 10 hours without AI, well, why? I'm not really incentivized to do that, So unless you could change the billing model, then there's not a strong incentive to do that. And then internally, also the way we tend to measure and reward people, at least lawyers, is on the hours that they're recording. And I'm not aware of a firm that's yet come up with a different way of doing that. So again, that's a strong motivator, really not to be efficient. So this technology, in a way, is no different from a lot of the other sort of automation and efficiency tools that we've seen over the last 2 or 3 decades. But I think this is different because it fundamentally transforms the business model. So it moves the legal model to a position where the primary unit of value that law firms are offering their clients is no longer the hour, the time that they're spending. So that needs to change, both the billing side and the metric side. But the good news, I think, is that although Gen AI sort of crystallizes or creates this problem, it also opens the door to a potential solution, because it allows firms to deliver value to clients in different ways, to be more proactive in the way they deliver advice, to offer insights and analysis, to present information via dashboards or more interactive tools and other things like that. And I think um, to come back to the second part of your question, I think KM teams have a huge role to play there, because they can act as the kind of the bridge between the legal side and the technology side. The sort of the legal information engineers, because there aren't people who understand both those sides. Maybe they'll become less rare, but they still are quite rare. People who both understand the legal delivery model
Mhm.
and the technology that can support it. So KM for me is really at the sweet spot, that intersection between those two worlds, and has a massive role to play in figuring out the new model.